2K.
The twos cancel. These go away. What is
Uh,
left over on the left side? What
okay
goes
equals 6. Right.
times two? What
Oh,
is
12. 12.
12? Okay. All right, great. Now, the equation is y equals 12 over x. 12 over x. All right. So do any of these ordered pairs work in this equation?
Um, no, is we don't know what X is yet. Or
Isn't
what?
the number isn't the first one x and the second one y?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would
Those,
recommend trying these until you get one that works.
okay. Think D.
You could say B like boy or D like David.
D.
D,
David.
yes. Yes, it is D. Good. Okay, fantastic. All right, so what do you think of a problem like that?
A little confusing, but
Okay,
I figured it out with
you
help.
did good, real well. Okay, a lot of problems on the SAT/ACT are going to be sort of this story-ish type problem. You should be scheduled to take it this year as like the schools usually have you take it as a sophomore, so you'll probably see that here at some point. For a ride, a taxi driver charges an initial fare of $3. So if you have no idea what a taxi is, you can think of an Uber driver. Maybe you know what that is. $3 plus 40 cents for each 1/5 of a mile driven. If the total charge for a ride is $27, what is the distance traveled in miles?
Okay, so I've done a problem like this before, long
Okay.
time ago though.
So I
Um,
would start with the 27 and take into account the initial fare first. Because like that doesn't contribute to the miles driven.
it's true. So 24.
Okay. Sometimes the given quantities aren't really in useful units. Like if we wanted to get 1/5 to 1 mile, what would we multiply it by?
5.
Okay. Which means we have to multiply this other number by 5 as well.
So that'd be $2, I think. Yeah.
Yes, $2. $2 to go 1 mile.
So the 12 miles.
All right, got it. Very good. All right, let's look at another problem here. Um, it says the speed of sound wave in air depends on the air temperature. The formula above shows the relationship between A, the speed of sound wave in feet per second, and T, the air temperature in degrees Fahrenheit. At which of the following air temperatures will the speed of a sound wave be closest to 1,000 feet per second? So the answers are over here to the right. Um, what you have to decide Is this the value of A or T? What do you think?
Uh, A,
Why is it A?
because it says that A is the speed of a sound wave in
That's
the
right. And the
form.
units of A are what?
Uh,
Feet per second?
copy per second.
And there's feet per second. Okay. All right. So now if you write 1000 in for A, you have two ways to solve this. Way number one is to just solve this the way you've always done. You're allowed to use a calculator. Way number two is to try these numbers in for T. Either is okay. So do you have a calculator handy?
I do.
Okay. Are you solving this or are you trying the answers?
I'm trying the answers.
Okay. How far have you gotten on the answers?
I'm like trying to figure out how to do trying to do multiplying and I'm drawing blanks. Um
No, well, you're supposed to use a calculator. This is not a
oh,
by hand
okay.
question. Do
It's
you
like
have one
I thought
handy?
you presented it in you can use a calculator or you can do it this other way.
No, no. Well, what I meant, sorry, yeah, to be clear, I meant this is overall a calculator question. You can either solve it, just by moving stuff around and dividing or trying the answers, but you're going to use a calculator either way. And you can
Uh,
always use one for our lessons. Like it doesn't offend me. I will tell you, if you have to use one. Um,
I think I'm having trouble setting it up in like Desmos.
like if are you trying the answers or are you solving?
I'm trying the answers.
Okay. So let's say you're trying The first one, you would just write 1052 plus 1.08 times negative 46 in parentheses like that. And what you're hoping for is that it gives you a number near 1,000.
Oh, okay. I think it's A, the first one.
Negative 46.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you get when you put this into,
Got 1002.32.
and did you try minus 48 or did you just kind of say, ah, that's close enough?
Yeah, the latter.
That is not a good idea. So go ahead and try the next one. That's why it's letter
Let's
A,
do the
because it looks
envelope.
right.
Oh yeah, that's on the yeah. All right, 40. B. It's B.
It is B. It is B. Okay. All right. All right. So the next question we're going to look at here, um, it looks a lot more complicated than it actually is. And I'll just have you I'll have you look at it. Sometimes they give you a lot of extra information here. The you do need some of this information, but you don't need all of it. The question is actually here. Yeah, that's so take a look at this. See if you can make some sense of it. I'll give you about a minute and then I'll jump in if you're still stuck on this. All right, how are you doing on this one?
Um, I've gotten uh, I'm thinking that the answers are what I put in for N.
Yeah,
Uh,
which equation is for teachers and which is for students?
C is for teachers as students.
All right, so we need the teachers one. What does N represent?
Uh, uh, just being close to 15. Yeah,
The number of years after 2002. So in your problem, it's 15.
yeah.
What happens when you put 15 in for N in that equation?
95.
Yeah, a
Ah,
lot of words to get to that, but that's all it's saying. All right, let's do one more of these. I'll do the same thing here. I'll give you about a minute, look it over, and if you run into issues, we'll we'll tackle it together, but the minute is kind of your frame of reference for how quickly you want to be able to do these problems. So that's why I'm using it. So go ahead and get started on that one, please. All right, so it's been about a minute. Any idea how to proceed on this one?
I think it's B.
Okay. So one way to proceed is to write the equation of a line. What's the slope in this problem?
1/7.
And the b value is the y-intercept. So if it goes to the origin, what ordered pair is that? Do you remember from last year?
Uh, 0, 0.
0, 0, which means the b value is 0. So you're right. That's the only point that works in this equation. Very good. All right, good job on that. Let's look at some other ones here. All right, let's do some ratio from figures. All right, so here's a new problem for you to look at. It says the table above shows the kinds of foods that are fed to the cats and dogs currently boarded at a pet care facility. What fraction of the dogs, just the dogs, are fed dry food only? Dry food only.
Yeah, 2 out of 25.
All right, that was so easy. I'm gonna make you do the next one on your own, okay?
Alrighty.
All right, now I mean you're welcome to ask some questions. Just keep in mind though, these types of problems you are almost just looking up values in the tables, or maybe you're adding or subtracting. This one is a little bit different, so I'll read this one out loud as well. All right. The table above shows the distribution of age and gender for 25 people who entered a contest. If the contest winner will be selected at random, what is the probability that the winner will be either a female under the age of 40 or a male age 40 and older or older?
So for the first one, female under age 40, 8 out of 25.
Okay.
Then male 40 or older. Not two. Just
What,
yeah. Okay, so 10 for 25.
which answer is that?
B.
Good. All right. Okay. We'll make this our last problem for today. I'll give you about a minute to just look it over, and then if you need some assistance, I'll jump in.
It's 252.
How did you come up with that?
I added all the numbers up, then subtracted that from 1,000.
Very good. Excellent. Okay, good job on that. All right, so gave you like a little smattering of questions there. So hopefully, you get more familiar with the format. Good job.